Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to watch another episode of Arcane. This is Season 2, Episode 5. It is called Blisters and Bedrock. We ended last episode with what I think is an insane reveal of Vander, his essentially dead body, being, well, maybe he wasn't completely dead because he's got memories, but his body essentially being fused with some wolves to create a new being called Warwick, who's like a werewolf man. And he fought Jinx, and then, we ended with him saying Powder. Like, he doesn't know her as Jinx, he only knows her as Powder. And it took her crying for him to, recognize her, which is low-key kind of hilarious because when he knew her, she was just this blubbering mess of a person. But that was, what a reveal. I don't even know where we're gonna go from here. That's crazy. But we're gonna see. So before we jump into this, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, let's jump into Season 2, Episode 5 of Arcane. The butterfly weight. Oh, this is the Fight Club that Vi is part of. Ooh! That guy's not surprised. She just one-hit him. God dang. She's so scary. She's angry. She has no purpose. Vi, we gotta pull ourselves together, girl. Was that actually Jinx in the crowd? If that's her, that's actually there, that would be kind of crazy.
Looking good, sis. Wait, just...
It is her. It's not a mirage.
It's Vander.
I'm not falling for another one of your tricks.
He's alive.
Kind of. There's a caveat there. What does her face say? Does it say Jinx? But she did it in the mirror, so it's backwards? Oh my goodness. So what are they going to team up to free Vander from the Doctor's influence? Oh, she lived. But Warwick went hard. Look at all those dead people. Christ on a cracker. He's still chilling in there.
How foolish was I?
Why?
The beast came for you. It was summoned by you.
In my experience, only guilty men answer accusations with silence.
In my experience, no one in power is innocent.
I don't think your threats are going to work on him.
Tell us everything we need to know to hunt down this beast.
Patience is a product of age, both of which I possess in abundance.
This is your final choice.
He's like, I'm old as hell, and I can wait a long time.
You will rot in here.
Okay. Good talk. What the? It's like a spider web almost. What the nutsack is happening?
Hope you find these quarters to your liking. They still haven't replied to my request for a transfer.
Who are you?
Not sure I know anymore. Our hosts have a way of scrambling your omelet.
What if that's her brother? I feel like this is gonna be her brother.
What is this place?
Near as I can tell, an oculorum. The ancients built specialized chambers to seal away false prophets. But if you ask me, they're just the fancy pits peacock princes like to toss their friends into.
Peacock princes?
She recognizes that term. They are siblings.
The kind of rulers with an artistic flair.
Step into the light.
That's her brother. Let's go. I knew he wasn't dead.
Kino. It's me, brother. Mel.
Mel, you've grown up.
Yeah, she's a biggin' now. Interesting. They see the people see Jinx and Vander as their symbols of revolution, but not Silco.
This is where I lost him.
That's kind of cool that the sound makes those things light up.
Cool, huh? Not even toxic. Well,
It might be a little toxic.
pretty sure.
She's like not even 100% sure. She's like, I could die. Who knows?
When are you gonna admit that this is just another one of your fantasies? Or do you not want the kid to know how delusional you are?
She wasn't always like this. She actually used to be pretty cool. Before I kicked her butt.
See what I mean? Delusional.
I'm pretty sure you lost that fight, Jinx.
Wish I was just seeing things when you decided to throw him with the pilty goons who murdered Mom and Dad.
Well, at least they never had to see the psycho their daughter turned into.
Which one?
Porque no los dos.
Now can it and keep walking before I kick your ass again.
You wouldn't last 1 second without all your ugly gadgets and chicken shit tricks.
Ha! What about those over-designed bitch mittens you didn't even build yourself?
These two with their banter.
You think I need these to...
Damn.
There. 1 second.
Let's fight.
Last chance to surrender!
Go right ahead, fat hands.
Kid, this is a sister fight. Get off. Ooh. Well, I'm sorry, kid. You earned that a little bit.
Hey, kid. Still got all your insides?
She sees the sisterly relationship.
Why do you come get me? You don't actually need my help. You haven't for a long time.
Last time Vander needed us, we tried it alone, and nothing was ever the same. So
Yeah, all your friends died.
maybe this is like a do-over. Besides, he's your father too.
God, the shaking of the eyes is so well animated.
I've been expecting you.
Confident, aren't you?
It's always the same look when one covets a weapon.
I've fought battles from the Blood Cliffs to the Dalamore Plain. I've never seen a beast of such savagery.
And you want to use it.
Your weapons will be mine. In return, I will supply all your needs. You will be treated as an esteemed advisor, but I demand absolute loyalty.
Deal?
He had a ferocious will to live.
Yes, indeed.
With him, I was able to make strides impossible with any other specimen. But the mind I could not recover. Compelled only by the scent of blood.
He's, yeah, had a lot of blood in his regular life, so...
It now seems I had yet to uncover the right catalyst.
Blisters and Bedrock.
Interesting. Is that what Silco used to look like? When they were young?
How did you know to do that?
Yeah. How did you know how to do that?
I just felt. It's like some sort of puzzle.
You gotta get the right sequence.
Kino, what happened to you? How did you wind up here?
She didn't tell you. I started hearing strange rumors about Mother. Different than the usual kind. They said, many years ago, she passed through their hometown and fell in love.
That's not our mother.
Indeed, but the more I inquired, the more I started believing it.
Who did she fall in love
affair
with?
led to a child.
You have another sibling.
That's impossible.
Unless you're the child.
It is the reason we are here. Simply put, whatever that child inherited is of terrible interest to our captors.
Maybe Mel is that child. And they want her to unlock some special powers.
My family archives have shed light on many of the city's mysteries.
Commander.
General. One such mystery caught my attention. The curious dismissal of a revered Academy alchemist. Unparalleled, by all accounts. And no mention of his crime.
Spooky experimentation.
Who invented Shimmer?
He did.
We have our answer now, don't we? Dr. Reveck. You're a monster. Why? Why do all this?
For scientific advancement. Or to bring someone back that he loves.
Why does anyone commit acts others deem unspeakable?
For love.
For love.
Either a wife, husband, or a child. Probably a child, since it's like his locket plays a lullaby.
Perhaps in another life, you would have been friends.
Aw.
Precisely what are you trying to cure?
Syphilis.
That affliction we all suffer. Death.
So,
Mel?
I'm getting us out of here.
is there something wrong with her currently, or is he just keeping her in stasis until he can figure out immortality?
Makes you wonder why she kept this from you, doesn't it?
What if the brother is not real?
I'm missing something.
A healthy sense of self-preservation, I'd say.
He's a figment of her imagination.
You aren't my brother.
Who are you? What have you done with Kino?
It's all been in her mind.
We had such high hopes for him.
At first, it seemed plausible.
What the heck?
He could have been the child. But then your mother led us to you.
What the ball sack? Mel got some spooky powers. Oh no, he's gonna... Oh, he's going after the kid. This is where Vander designed the gloves. Him and Silco. This is probably the beginning of their revolution. Oh. I guess they would have had to start it somewhere.
Silco.
I've looked everywhere, but it's clear you don't want to be found. God, I'm shit at this. I'm sorry. When she died, I lost my head.
Vander was in love with their mother.
You know where to find me. Blisters and
Heartbreaking.
Bedrock. V.
If he found this, everything might have been different.
You guys could still come back from this. Yo, if this kid dies... Which direction is he coming from? Vander would have killed that kid.
He's gonna kill you. Don't hurt him.
Oh. Shoot that thing on his back. Stop bleeding!
God, it's him. You have to believe me.
Is she gonna drop the gloves? Oh no. I'm gonna cry. That's their mom. Maybe they were both in love with her.
A harebrained scheme these two bozos cooked up to turn a dank crack in the earth into a thriving, healthy community became a reality.
Tonight, eh? You hear that, Bozo 2?
Bozo 1 and Bozo 2.
No, you're sadly mistaken. I'm Bozo 1.
A night of revelations.
I'm knocked up.
By which one of them? Orange juice.
What did Connell say?
I haven't told him.
Oh.
Working up the
Connell
nerve.
is the baby daddy?
I started trying to come up with a name, and it hits me that this one word is a decision she's gonna live with her whole life. I can't protect her from all the shit down here and work out how to be a parent at the same time. Then I realized I don't have to.
Oh, what was that?
Because the second I told you, I put you on the hook.
You're part of this now.
You two are gonna figure this Zon thing out. I don't care if you have to carve it out of the bedrock, covered it in blisters. You're not allowed to fail anymore. For her. For me.
She made them surrogate parents.
To Zon, then. Blisters and Bedrock.
Blisters and Bedrock. I've always liked the name Violet.
That's so heartbreaking. You gotta clap. They're gonna be hugging. Oh no.
What are you waiting for?
Group hug.
He's your dad too.
Oh no. Oh no. Little kid, join this group hug. Yes! Oh, God. Whew. That is heavy. Is this Victor or someone Victor has healed? I think that's someone Victor has healed. Maybe that is wheelchair guy. Is that Jayce? How long have you been in there, brother?
Solo?
That is wheelchair guy.
Jayce.
What the dick balls?
How are you doing this? I suppose this is somewhat beyond where we left off.
Yeah.
I have so many breakthroughs to share with you, Jayce. I thought you were done with Hextech.
He is Hextech.
And me. I was clouded by emotions.
What about Echo and Heimerdinger?
You've given Hextech to the people?
As
we always promised we would. Hextech isn't a miracle. It's a curse. We have to end it, Victor. We have to. You seem different. Something happened.
He just went through some shenanigans in that Hextech sphere.
You too have touched the arcane. Your mind suffered.
If you'll excuse me, I must return to him.
I can't let you leave.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I'm sorry too.
Oh! That's a murder. Jeebus Christie, Jayce, what's going on, man? Okay, that episode was heavy. That was a lot. Seeing Vi and Jinx / Powder / Mini Powder and Vander come together in this big group hug was devastating. Like, how do you do that to me? That's, oh my god. Like that, I'm in awe. I'm speechless. Like that's just so tough. Like you have like the beginning, Vi in this fight club, no purpose, just drunk off her ass every night, getting in fights. Her only outlet for her emotions is to beat people up and get beat up in return. And then you have Jinx show up and be like, hey, our dad's alive. Like, figure I should tell you. And then seeing them kind of come back together as sisters throughout the episode, like doing different things, like bickering like sisters. You know, the whole thing where they're like, I would beat you in a fight, I would beat you in a fight, and then having them actually like start fighting, but it's like not real fighting, like they weren't actually trying to hurt each other. It's just so precious. Like watching them come back together. And then like the moment that Vi is willing to put down the gauntlets and just call out his name, I was like, oh my god. Like, don't do this to me. And then they hit you with the flashback. They hit you with the flashback that, you know, Vander essentially named her. He chose her name. Oh my god. Vander and Silco and Vi's mom, like, all together, just like at the birth of this nation. Crazy. Like that's crazy stuff. And then something happened to her. I'm convinced that Vander was in love with her because, you know, when the doctor is talking about like how he couldn't recover his mind and like the only thing that motivated him is blood, it like showed flashbacks of her dying by the you know, Piltover guards and stuff. I think that was like a deep emotional thing. He was in love with her, and then his letter to Silco of like being like, if she hadn't have died, you know, maybe things would have gone differently. I'm convinced he was in love with her, and that's why he took the primary role of like being their father figure. Maybe both of them were in love with her. I don't know. But whoever their dad was, like, who cares about that guy? But no. Yeah, that was devastating. I wonder who did the voice for the mom. I don't recognize the name of who voiced the mom, but that whole entire sequence was just emotionally devastating. That was tough. What else happened in this episode? We had Ambisa and Caitlin kind of not recruiting, but like kind of recruiting. Like they gave the doctor like a job. They let him out of prison because they were like, at least Ambisa was like, I want to use you as my weapon. And we learned that the reason he's doing all of this and that he's been experimenting on people and the reason he got like thrown out of, you know, his original position is because he's trying to achieve immortality. And he is doing that for his daughter, who there's potentially something wrong with her. They didn't say like what was wrong with her. There might not be anything wrong with her. Like when they asked him what he's trying to cure, he just said death. Does that mean there's a couple possibilities. That could mean, one, there's nothing wrong with her and he's just like crazy and is keeping her in stasis until he can develop immortality so then she can live forever. Two, she has some sort of sickness that he wants to cure so then she doesn't die. Or three, she's already dead and he wants to bring her back to life. Who knows? Who knows what's going on there? But yeah, they got that whole shenanigan situation going on. And then Mel, she's in some like mind prison because she's the daughter of Ambisa and some person in some random town, and she like inherited mythical abilities or something. And these Black Rose people used like the image of her brother to like try and have her unlock a puzzle or something like that. I don't know. At this point I'm guessing that her brother is dead, because unless they have to keep these people alive to like use their visage somehow, he's probably dead. Because they thought he was the child that inherited these abilities, but instead it's her, and then she did some like crazy light explosion. So who knows what the frick is going on there. That's some crazy stuff. And then the end of the episode, we had Sallow. Sallow went to Victor and got his legs healed. And then he went to like take some of the arcane from their like arcane sphere creation thing down below. And I assume he's going to go bring that to Victor so Victor can like use it to heal more people or develop something. I don't know. But then Jayce pops out of it and is like, I'm going to crush you with a hammer. Right? He's like, you're going to die here because this is a abomination that we need to destroy. Very, very interesting how their two positions completely flipped. Where even in the first 3 episodes, Jayce was like, Hextech is a gift. Like, I had to use it to save you. Like, we can develop so much. And Victor was like, no, like, you should have let me die. And now Victor is like, we can use this. Like, this is amazing. Your mind has also touched the arcane. Come talk with me. And Jayce is like, no, I'm just going to kill people now. Like, he's insane. My questions, though, what happened to Heimerdinger and Echo? You know, they were down there with him. Are they still in that sphere? Unless I'm misremembering the first 3 episodes, it was only a week ago. So who knows? I might be. I don't remember them, like, getting out of there. So are they still in the sphere? Who knows? How long has it been? Because he came out with, like, a full beard and he looked weathered, like he had been through a lot. So does this sphere have, like, time compression, time travel, shenanigan properties to it? That would be interesting. That would be curious. I saw a theory somewhere. I don't remember where I saw it. But there was a theory that either Victor or someone else like traveled back in time and initially saved Jayce. You know, when Jayce was a kid and he got saved by this like wizard. And that's what like got him interested in Hextech like throughout his life. Maybe either Victor or Jayce himself travel back in time and he saves himself. You know, what is it, the bootstrap paradox type thing. That would be crazy. If it's like a time circle, like he has to save himself to get himself interested in this, to create the timeline where the world is saved somehow. Who knows? There's a lot to think about, but we got one more episode of this trio, and I'm very excited to see what happens. I think that's all I have to say about this one, though. Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm very curious how you feel. Otherwise, if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.